Looking at me, people don't know I was diagnosed with clinical depression, dreamt about the kiss of death rather than my first kiss or boyfriend in 8th grade, because no one could love me if they really knew me, knew my only capacity for love went to cutting, but I didn't fit the emo stereotype, so people laughed to me about slitting wrists. People like Princess. Before cross country, solely knew he was cute. And as we ran in group 5 together, weeks passed faster than the scenery of Bayview Trail. Named him Princess because he complained a lot. But one day, he stopped me dead in my tracks, making jokes about pros got my prescribed antidepressant. To write love on our arms, they told me those emo kids should just stop being unhappy. Cause it's that easy, Princess. If you could read past the present, you'd see the ripped pages of my skin as I penned my apology for existing in blood. I remember in 7th grade, read my sister's 17 magazine, read My Future, an article about cutting, but pictured the sting of a paper cut, photoshopped a knife for paper, and deleted the chance of it happening with no physical pain tolerance. Half the reason I didn't pop pills because I was afraid of the irreversible damage to my pumped stomach as loved one's stomachs my suicide attempt. I cut because I couldn't decipher the textbook of my history, understand what nature tried teaching me through mistakes, couldn't take failing as a person, though I'm only human. Accepted any explanation, depression's voice, like the internet, took information without background checks because depression looked just like me. Identity theft as she recounted my thoughts, feelings, life to me, bound me with my chain of memories, ripped me with my insecurities as she forced herself into the private confines of my mind. You're worth less than the money your parents wasted raising you. Worth less than the moments friends spent worrying over you. You are worthless. Kill yourself. If you do, they'll think they'll miss you. Selfish for allowing the thought to cross your mind. It's enough to give the death sentence. And her abuse shot the cracks of my heart, forged glass. Broken shards scar me. And there's hard to anything to make her shut the fuck up! Let me sleep before 2 a.m. every night. I didn't wish for a guy to like me. I wish I could give my life to somebody who wanted another day to live. Wished I heard one voice in my head. Wished the future me would time travel, tell me everything's all right, because I didn't want to die. I wanted happiness, and the closest I got was a feeling of endorphins rushing through me, better than anything a boy could give me, a scarlet bliss. Stained my body, cuts more beautiful than my reflection, nail clippers, my plaything, crave their touch more than the lips of any crush. And tell me cutting is bad, it doesn't help anything. What I know and feel are two different things, yet I knew I couldn't live like this. And I wanted help, but society spread propaganda, said all depressed kids were attention whores. But there are clones of me hidden among your friends and family, and you won't see the scars on their skin until you're called in to identify the body, remembering they wore long sleeves all the time, not for warmth, but because life seemed so cold. Yes, I cut for attention, meant to make my dad cry as he tried to count the 38 lines on my forearm, recognized additions to my collection. Yes, I cut for attention to the point where my family had to threaten months in a psychiatric ward. Their tears not enough. Attention and addiction aren't the same. On good days, I still yearn the cool touch of nail clippers on my wrist, waiting to bite down, to inject a Novocaine high, followed by the serenity of crimson streams, leaving the dull ache of satisfaction. But I've learned to love myself because life is meaningful. When situational triggers cleared like storm clouds, the sky looked so blue, lit with hope, made me appreciate living more than anyone could know. Depression will keep calling me, but I won't let myself be abused. I'm not gonna miss this opportunity at life, Princess, like the possibility of we.